You want to support Roland Martin Unfiltered? Be sure to join our Bring the Funk fan club. Every dollar that you give to us supports our daily digital show. There's only one daily digital show out here that keeps it black and keep it real as Roland Martin Unfiltered. Support the Roland Martin Unfiltered daily digital show by going to RolandMartinUnfiltered.com. You can make this possible. All right, folks. Today in Detroit, Donald Trump held a discussion on efforts to help distressed communities recover from the COVID-19 pandemic before touring a Ford manufacturing plant in Ypsilanti Township today. Of course, he didn't wear a mask. He met with national and Detroit area African-American leaders at the Ford Motor Company's Rawsonville plant before touring the facility, which has been repurposed to manufacture ventilators and personal protective equipment. Now, keep in mind, what has also happened is that Ford had to shut down a couple of other plants after they opened because workers tested positive coronavirus. Here is some of what Trump discussed with the black folks.
So than others, and you're making sure that the federal government is also going to cover health costs for those that are uninsured or underinsured. We thank you for this. Our country has been placed on pause, but pause is not stopped. We've been on pause, but we're about to press go and get back going again. I said it before unashamedly, and I say it again. This president I've lived under 12 presidential administrations. I was born during Eisenhower's administration. This president has been the most pro-black president in my lifetime. But when I say pro, I'm saying it pro in the sense of being proactive. He's been proactive rather than reactive to issues concerning minority, underserved, and disadvantaged communities than any other president in my lifetime. I really believe history is going to be kinder to you, Mr. President, than fake news media is today.
Can't be any worse.
Hello. Hi, Mr. President. How are you? It's such an honor to meet you.
Thank you. It's my honor.
Thank you so much. I want to first tell you thank you so much. I am a COVID-19 survivor, and I got diagnosed probably about a month and a half ago as positive. And just sitting at home and, watching TV and heard you talk about hydrochloroquine and talked to my doctor. We took it, and within 5 days, I'm here to say I'm good to go. So
a lot of people have said that.
Yes, and so I want to first.
I go off it tomorrow, I think.
Oh, really?
I took it. Well, I was exposed to a couple of people, and I said, let's give it a shot. The doctor said he recommends it, but I looked at the story of Karen and many others, and I said, what do we have to lose? That's what I said. Anyway, so you had a good experience.
I had an excellent experience.
All right. Pastor Darrell Scott says that he's lived under 12 administrations. First one is Eisenhower. So that means Eisenhower, Kennedy, LBJ, Nixon, Ford, Carter, Reagan, George H.W. Bush, Bill Clinton, George W. Bush, Obama, Trump. That's 12. There is no way in hell you could remotely compare, Reese, Donald Trump. Out of those 12, there is not a single president, including Obama, that matches President Lyndon Baines Johnson. Period. If I look at Civil Rights Act of 64, Voting Rights Act of 65, Fair Housing Act of 68, when I look at, I can go all, that ain't even a conversation. What the hell is he talking about?
You know what? It's just maybe he's obviously completely delusional, right? It's more of the Trump grifting like we talked about last week. It's very profitable for him as a black man to sit up there and lie and suck up to Donald Trump. Donald Trump asked us in 2016, what in the hell do you have to lose? Apparently he feels like he has nothing to lose about pretending or actually taking hydrochloroquine. But let me tell you what we have to lose. Black unemployment right now is 16.7%, maybe even higher. That was April's unemployment rate. We know that we've lost millions of jobs since then. Black people are disproportionately being impacted by this COVID-19 pandemic, whether that's in mortality and whether that's in actual infection rates. So how in the hell is a president who has completely abdicated his responsibility to actually tackle this crisis? How is that making it any better for Black folks? I don't know too many Black folks I would say right now in May of 2020 that they're better off than they were when Obama was president, or you could go back to the other 11 presidents before that, or 10 presidents that Pastor Darrell Scott is referring to. It's really ridiculous, but apparently it works for Pastor Darrell Scott. I don't know who the hell is going to his church, but if you're going to sit up there and lie like that about Donald Trump, then I don't know what else you're going to lie about.
Sure. Erica, I'm sorry, Darrell. I mean, I appreciate the laughs. I appreciate that. But this whole idea of how Trump has been so proactive towards Black America, how? I mean, where? Okay, so you want to bring up opportunity zones. Opportunity zones ain't new. Those have been in previous administrations, going back 20 years. I mean, matter of fact, if you really want to break this thing up, who was probably the biggest supporter of African Americans with civil rights? Yeah, we could say LBJ. I would dare say, out of the last 12 presidents, who was the most proactive when it came to Black business? I say Nixon. Bob Brown, the office that was created that drove the Black businesses, Small Business Administration loans, I can point to that. I'm trying to figure out, Trump ain't even in the top 5, top 10. I mean, Trump down there with Reagan when it comes to helping Black folks.
Right, the creator of the whole welfare queen term. And then thinking about, I don't trust anybody that pronounces government as government. So that automatically disqualifies me from listening to anything that you have to say. And to praise a person who gained office through Russian interference, that there is a Senate intelligence report that is bipartisan that says as much. I think it takes grifting to a whole nother level, especially when you consider that at the beginning of May, Mitch McConnell opened up the wells of the Senate to do what? To push through judges and leaders of federal agency that will harm him and everybody that was sitting around that table that was as Black as the day that they were born. And so I think that we cannot take this with a grain of salt. Because we have to make sure that as we continue to move towards the general election, that people aren't buying into this, right? That people are understanding that this is a campaign, an active campaign of disinformation and misinformation, and they will use all of those who are willing and ready. And unfortunately, everyone around that table seems to fit that bill.
Again, we invited Darrell Scott. We try to get him on the show. And he keeps saying this stuff to me, and I'm like, dude, I'm sorry. The evidence is remote. Ain't even thin. So there's this idea Trump is just so proactive with Black people, I think, is really, really hilarious. It really is. All right, folks, back to our Roland Mark Unfiltered video in just one moment. This is the Ceek VR headset created by Mary Spiel, the sister. We had her on the show. Black woman. She actually is the inventor of this particular headset. And so what happens is you just simply place your phone right into here, and then of course close it up, and then go to their website and then their app, and you can actually experience the comedy showcase. And so they have these headsets, these VR headsets on their site, Ceek.com, for sale. Then also they have these 4D 360-degree headphones. First of all, I love the two stuff because they're in black and old gold, my frat colors. But these are awesome because for gamers, it comes with detachable headset. And again, folks, it gives you 360-degree sound amazing sound. If you want to buy these, you have a promo code you can use. This is just for our followers, and it is RMVIP2020. RMVIP2020. Put that promo code in. If you want to buy the headphones, buy the VR headset, you get that discount to buy it. They're amazing. So Ceek.com, RMVIP2020. Now back to your Roland Martin Unfiltered video.